Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a man accused of shooting a man to death in Waterville is found not guilty of murder.
Plus, people rally in Augusta as lawmakers seek to wrap up work for the current legislative session.
And a special chair is on display in Ellsworth to remember a deputy who died while serving others. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us on this Friday morning. We made it through another work week.
Happy Friday.
Almost anyway. Yeah.
It's those shortened work weeks that kind of sometimes feel longer.
Kind of weird, huh? Yeah. I was off like 2 days this week because of the holiday and then because I got that wicked rash from the darn moths out there, which, by the way, is not fun. If you haven't had it, don't do it.
Between the ticks and the moths, it's making me rethink every place I go.
Yeah. Ready for the weekend, though, and the weather so far, it looks like we might have a little bit of rain heading into the weekend. It's definitely going to be cooler. Those thunderstorms last night came through the Bangor area, just woke me up, made the dog scared.
Yep.
But it definitely is cooling things off a little bit. You can feel the difference in the air.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Dirt Road Acres, your #1 dispensary providing outstanding customer service and award-winning knowledge at most affordable prices. All right, let's get things rolling out here this morning. We actually have advisories posted for the first time in a while. We have a small craft advisory posted for some of these areas here until Saturday at around 8 a.m. And then a gale warning takes over for some of these areas here until 6 p.m. as we head towards Saturday as well. Let's pull the map further off to the south and west. You can see some of these also lasting until 6 p.m. as we head towards your Saturday. So expiration times will vary depending on location. But otherwise, though, radar and satellite showing a few showers have developed last night early this morning. Even some thunderstorms, too. Look at the lightning tracker, though, showing we even had a few thunderstorms last night into this morning. We'll keep the chances for showers and thunderstorms going, especially later today, though, as we'll have a system moving in from the north going toward the south. It does not look like much, at least at this point, but we'll start to get a little bit active coming up later today. And it'll really start to cool us off coming up soon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon period. And notice what happens tonight. We lose the rain later on, and in fact, the clouds will start to break up later on overnight in parts of tomorrow morning. And now the weekend, at least for the most part, is looking rather dry. But we are going to be watching the wind as well. That'll get gusty at times, maybe getting up to 15 to 20 miles per hour sustained, and a few higher gusts that cannot be ruled out either. So the wind, we'll have to watch closely as well. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Scattered showers and thunderstorms arriving by the afternoon. Temperatures in the 80s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll see you a little later on. In today's news, a New York man has been found not guilty in the death of a man who was shot to death in Waterville. The Superior Court judge announced the verdict in the murder trial of 23-year-old Jashawn Lipscomb. 33-year-old Joseph Tracy was shot in a Waterville apartment back in June of 2020. Prosecutors claim Lipscomb shot him in the back. Witnesses say Lipscomb became angry because Tracy was late to give him a ride to the airport. According to the Morning Sentinel, the judge presiding over the case in the non-jury trial determined the prosecution had not proven its case beyond a reasonable doubt. Lipscomb's brother, meanwhile, is serving 3 years in prison after he was found guilty of lying to police and helping his brother flee from the area.
In other news now, former gubernatorial candidate Elliot Cutler began serving time behind bars yesterday. Cutler pleaded guilty last month to 4 counts of possession of child pornography. He's been ordered to serve 9 months behind bars. He'll also have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life once he's released from the Hancock County Jail. Prosecutors say Cutler possessed more than 80,000 images of children being sexually abused. Cutler ran as a gubernatorial candidate twice in recent years and narrowly lost to Paul LePage in 2010.
One person was seriously injured after they were struck by a vehicle in Bangor Thursday afternoon. Bangor police say a passenger car was making a left turn from Main Street onto Union Street and struck the person who was walking in a crosswalk. The driver of the car told responding officers that they failed to see the pedestrian as they made that turn. A 35-year-old man was transported to a local hospital with serious injuries. That crash remains under investigation.
Police are investigating a motorcycle crash that left one person seriously injured. Bangor Police Sergeant Jason McCambly says around 9 o'clock Wednesday evening, an officer attempted to stop a group of motorcyclists who were operating at a high rate of speed on Union Street and then northbound on I-95. The officer followed the group to Hogan Road, where they slowed down, and he thought they were pulling over. McCambly says instead they accelerated as they turned onto Hogan Road. The officer discontinued the attempted stop because of excessive speed. McCambly says the officer eventually saw a motorcycle on State Street that he thought was involved in the attempted traffic stop, but he lost sight of it until he reached Meadowbrook Road. That's where he found it on its side with no rider in sight. 18-year-old Cole Thomas of Old Town was found 200 yards down the road on the non-road side of the guardrail. Cole was taken to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center with serious injuries. McCambly says speed is considered to be a factor. Anyone who may have information about the crash is asked to contact Detective Andrea Gardecki.
Well, meanwhile, the Maine State Police looking for a vehicle that was involved in a hit-and-run crash in Stockton Springs. It happened May 28th at the intersections of Route 1 and the Harris Road. They say the driver of a pickup truck crashed into a motorcycle and then fled the scene. The driver and passenger on the motorcycle were both seriously injured. State police are now asking the public to help them find that older model white GMC or Chevy pickup that was involved in the crash. They say it's a four-door model that has a white sticker in the back window. It has black wheels, and it should also have front-end damage from the crash.
Work is underway to try to remove graffiti that defaced the law enforcement officers' memorial in Augusta. Brad Rogers shows us how they're removing the spray paint, the reward being offered, and the steps investigators are taking to try to find who did this.
Under the cover of darkness over the Memorial Day weekend, someone vandalized this sacred memorial honoring the 88 Maine law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty.
What did you think when you first saw this?
It was hard to see. Each name that appears on the wall here was killed in the line of duty, and in a lot of cases were also military veterans.
Today, a cleaning and restoration crew brought in specialized equipment and started to remove the graffiti spray painted from one end of the memorial to the other.
It's a lot of work. We're using baking soda. It's important to try not to etch the granite, so it's starting off pretty soft.
Joe Delaquila, a former South Portland police officer, is equally disgusted.
I think it's terrible. I was in law enforcement for 30 years, so it hits me there too.
Chief Clancy called those responsible mean-spirited and cowards, and there's a $1,000 reward for information leading to their arrest and conviction. Chief Clancy says it will take time to carefully remove the red spray paint from the memorial. Undoing the damage to families of these fallen officers won't be as easy.
We don't want to do any more damage to the wall. It's slow and methodical, but we're relatively hopeful that we're going to get this cleaned up without any significant additional damage.
It's coming off. I mean, if you looked at the first section we did, that's closer to a finished product. I just didn't know what we were up against.
And new at 6, why removing this spray paint is taking much longer than they thought it would.
Capitol Police are investigating with assistance from the Kennebec County Sheriff's Office and Augusta Police. Call Capitol Police if you have any information.
Well, with just a few weeks left before the state legislature wraps up for the year, lawmakers still have a number of funding decisions to make. A rally was held Thursday in Augusta where people came to make their voices heard before the legislative session comes to an end. Our David Ledford spoke with those who came out about why they're calling for change.
Legislators, advocates, and activists rallied at the State House Thursday, calling for the legislature to fund a number of bills that they say would benefit everyday Mainers. A co-sponsor for one of the bills, LD 199, which would remove exclusions to the state's MaineCare program, says healthcare availability is an essential part of Maine life.
My aunt and uncle studied hard to become U.S. citizens. I look back on what life would have been like if they hadn't had MaineCare access. Would my uncle have made it to the hospital and gotten proper treatment after suffering a heart attack? Today, too many people in Maine can't afford the care that they need to thrive.
Some called for the legislature to use its budget to fund rental assistance, saying that Mainers are struggling to pay for their homes.
It's unacceptable at this point that people are losing their housing based on these issues, and something has to change.
Advocate Amy Larkin spoke in favor of LD 1964, the recently proposed paid family and medical leave bill, citing her own experience caring for a family member.
My husband and I had to take turns leaving the house or find friends who could give us a break for a few hours. All of us, at some point, will need to take the time to care for ourselves or someone we love. and we should be able to do that without having to make terrible choices.
A survivor of domestic abuse called for lawmakers to expand the state's child tax credit.
This is what community looks like.
For me and for other survivors of domestic abuse, the CTC and other anti-poverty programs like it aren't just about the money. It's about the impact of lifting families out of poverty.
To learn more about these bills, visit legislature.maine.gov. In Augusta, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The city of Bangor kicked off Pride Month in colorful fashion. Bangor Pride, in partnership with the city, painted the State Street sidewalk in rainbow colors, as they normally do. Rainbow flags were also hung up in several locations. It's the first of many Pride-themed events happening this month in Bangor, including the Bangor Pride Parade, which will make its return to Main Street this year for the first time since the start of COVID.
It's really meaningful to be visible and in the middle of the city, but also we're just constantly expanding. We have more vendors than ever, we have more performers than ever, we have more activities than ever. So, we're happy to always offer more events and to grow and flourish and, have open and affirming spaces for folks.
To learn more about all the scheduled Pride Month events, check out Bangor Pride on Facebook.
They've got a lot going on.
Yeah,
it kind of makes me happy when I drive through there and I see that crosswalk. It just shows the really good side of the city, I think.
Absolutely. It's about people's happiness.
Yeah.
The time now is 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Brewer River Walk Festival is returning to the waterfront this weekend, back and better than ever.
We'll have all the details, but first, another check of that weather forecast. Today, we can expect some passing showers and thunderstorms, some sunshine too. The high will be near 84 degrees. Tonight, cloudy with just a few showers, lows dropping down to the upper 40s. Tomorrow, a partly cloudy day and much cooler. It will be windy too. The high on Saturday, around 62.
It's summer and the savings are heating up at the Furniture Gallery. Sofas starting at $3.99. Recliners starting at $2.99. Queen mattresses also starting at $2.99. Ashley, Flexsteel, Nectar, Restonic, and Serta. If it's in stock, it's yours to take home today. So what are you waiting for? The Furniture Gallery Summer Savings Sale is huge. Special financing is available. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. Your best value is always at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Buy your steak and meats for grilling this summer.
Just over 6 weeks ago, a man decided to fire shots into your car. You were shot 3 times.
A high school cheerleader shot in a parking lot, now in her first interview.
And have you ever thought, I'm lucky to be here?
This morning on Good Morning America.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn in the bedroom?
Granny panties, Steve.
Don't miss Family Feud. Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
I was like, give me $5,000 or basically you ain't gonna see me no more.
You played this young woman.
I don't play nobody.
Did you slash his tires?
I definitely did.
That's pretty bad.
You really did take advantage of me.
Hot Bench. Friday at 3 on ABC 7.
A Texas-based organization has partnered with the Hancock County Sheriff's Office to honor and remember a beloved member of the community. Our Matthew Durantzik has the story.
Since 2013, Saving a Hero's Place has been on a mission to memorialize law enforcement and firefighters killed in the line of duty with an honor chair. Up until Thursday morning, the organization's made a total of 255 chairs. They made it 256 commemorating Deputy Sheriff Luke Gross.
We don't want the name to be forgotten. We want people to see the name and always remember the name.
Deputy Luke Gross died responding to an OUI report involving a car off the road on September 23, 2021. The chair has the former deputy sheriff's name engraved on the headrest and the youth organizations he worked with on one of the armrests. The other arm has the day Deputy Gross was lost. Saving a Hero's Place Executive Director Tommy Capel says presenting honor chairs is always a special moment for those who take part in building it.
To have them get to participate in building a chair for their loved one and their fellow deputy, it means a lot. And we just want to make sure, even though they're no longer here, that they always have a place within the department. And that's what the chair represents.
Ellsworth Police Captain Sean Willey agrees.
It's great to remember Luke, and this is a great honor to be a part of, to help build the chair that will be here for many years to come.
Capel says he hopes the chair symbolizes the mark Deputy Gross not only left on the Hancock County Sheriff's Office, but also the Ellsworth community.
He'll never be forgotten. That he'll always have a place here. When new deputies come in, they'll see the name and they'll remember him, and basically that his legacy will continue here forever.
In Ellsworth, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, this Saturday, the City of Brewer will hold its third annual Riverwalk Festival, a celebration of all that encompasses the rich history and strong community that is Brewer. The festival will begin at 8 a.m. with the Adam Clark's Fun Run starting at 10. The festival will host a variety of activities for people of all interests, including food trucks, free ceramics, paintings, dance, music, and theater performances, with the night ending with fireworks over the Penobscot River. Organizers say this festival is the culmination of hard work and dedication.
Many years ago, it was not a desirable place to come down to, but we've worked really hard since it's been about 20 years in the making. They had to firm up the sides, the banks, because they were eroding away. And so they put some riprap down and went for some grant money, and it's been many years of hard work.
Well, for more information on parking, transportation, their schedule, and more, you can visit their Facebook page for the Brewer Riverwalk Festival.
If you frequent the Bangor waterfront, you may have noticed something out of the ordinary. More specifically, an art piece in the form of a 6-foot canoe attached to the Davis Brook stack. According to the City of Bangor, Living Water is a Wabanaki-style canoe designed by artist Stephen Francis Hook. Hook is the grandson of acclaimed Micmac artist Carmen Hook and is carrying on the family tradition. He hopes that the piece will inspire others to protect the Penobscot and keep it healthy for generations to come.
So I came up with the idea to make the canoe represent the traditional birch bark canoes used by the Wabanaki people in the Penobscot on this very river. Stainless steel would represent kind of the past that's, in the past you can't change it. Stainless won't mar or rust or anything, and then the skeleton of the frame is just regular carbon steel, which will rust. It kind of develop a light patina that kind of reflects the industrial use of the river that has kind of scarred the river.
The public is invited to join the official installation ceremony today at 3:30 p.m. on site at the Davis Brook Stack behind the main Savings Amphitheater on the waterfront. There will be statements from the artist as well as a number of Bangor officials.
I just love that. I think it's very fitting to have it down there, too. Kind of represents the Penobscots as well.
Absolutely. I mean, just in the past handful of decades, the removal of all the waste from the Penobscot there at the Bangor waterfront and the installation of the park has just improved it so drastically. It's so impressive.
Incredible on both sides of the river now, Brewer and Bangor. They put in so much there.
And to have such important artwork, it really just finishes it off. It's lovely.
It's kind of nice to see all the families. If you go down there on a nice day, there's just tons of families on both sides. And dogs walking around enjoying things. And
it's awesome.
The art pieces kind of enhance everything.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, the time now is 6:18. After the break, Maine lawmakers are considering a bill that would allow for out-of-state minors to come to Maine to receive gender-affirming care.
Plus, all the latest regarding the 2024 presidential campaign with Ron DeSantis and the campaign trail in New Hampshire. We'll have those stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Hey, Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes from Herman Meadow Golf Club or The Local. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick 'em Red Sox is sponsored by Brun's Chiropractic Clinic in Bangor, Eddington Store in Eddington, Maine Collision Center in Bangor, and Twin City Tile in Brewer.
Planning to dig in your yard with power tools? Call DigSafe first. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig. Utility crews will come out and mark where your gas, power, and cable lines are buried. Keep yourself and your neighborhood safe. It's the law.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors. Buy from the best, forget the rest.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos? Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Call the twos. We win for you.
A bill lawmakers are considering right now would allow minors, regardless of where they live, to get treatment in Maine to support their gender identity. Asia Reed has the story.
If there are places that are not as welcoming or affirming, then we like to be a place that will welcome people, whoever they are.
Maine resident Mark Heath supports the bill, which would allow the state to take temporary emergency jurisdiction over minors who can't get gender-affirming care in other states. The care would have to be considered medically necessary. The bill would also protect Maine healthcare providers from out-of-state subpoenas surrounding the care. At the bill's hearing in May, opponents spoke out. Shannon Bryant said at the meeting, quote, "The consequences of this bill, if it passes, will have far-reaching, irreversible, and likely catastrophic impact on a developing child who is not mature or aware enough to anticipate the end results of such a decision." Aspen Rulin, who works at a women's health center, says her organization in Bangor supports the proposal.
Children are people. They are not property. They deserve to have autonomy over their bodies. And gender affirming care is, again, not only life-saving, but we know that it is safe care.
Abigail Beal testified in opposition at the hearing and said, quote, "Children aren't allowed to be given aspirin in school without permission, go to a tanning salon, or buy cough syrup over the counter as a minor. So what are we thinking? How can we permit them to make their own decisions regarding irreversible, life-altering hormones and surgeries?" The bill comes after state lawmakers gave preliminary approval to another bill that would allow 16 and 17-year-olds to receive gender-affirming care without consent from their parents. Carol Henderson is visiting Maine from North Carolina and is passionate about gender-affirming care. She thinks lawmakers behind the idea are on the right track.
I mean, we can't become one of these cultures where people are turning on each other, turning each other in for having for supporting their own child.
Mainers like Reith think this care could be a lifesaver.
So I think if that's an option for folks, I think that'll be a real relief and a blessing to them.
Asia Reed reporting.
All right, the time now is 6:23.
Let's get a full look at that weather forecast with Devin.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Dirt Road Acres, your #1 dispensary providing outstanding customer service and award-winning knowledge at most affordable prices. Alrighty, we have some alerts to talk about this morning. Gale warnings posted that last through 6 p.m. Saturday. I think it'll replace the small craft advisory that's in effect, at least at this point. But the small craft advisory is also lasting for a few spots until 6 p.m. So you might see some of these advisory times different depending on location. But otherwise, wave heights are calm for now, and the key word is for now, only at around 2 feet according to the buoys out there. Expect that to increase with showers and thunderstorms moving in, and gusty winds that will begin to pick up as well. For now, we're watching a few showers and storms that developed last night and early this morning. There's one cell right about in here that brought some lighting with it last night. Now we're starting to calm down in that department, though, but more scattered showers and thunderstorms will be on the way, especially later this afternoon as we get our system here from the north that'll begin to track from the north going toward the south. In fact, it's this part right here that'll move from north to south here, and that'll give us a chances for scattered showers and storms and a cool down on the way coming up soon as well. So futurecast moving forward for today, scattered showers and storms arriving during the afternoon period. Notice by around 7 to 8 p.m. most of it will move out of here. Maybe a few leftover showers. Some clouds though as we head towards early Saturday morning, and then we start to clear out of here. I'm going with partly cloudy Saturday, but we look dry for Saturday and also the same for Sunday. So some good news though, the weekend does look dry, but some chances for rain do look to return as we head towards next week. week. So let's talk about the rain just for today, though. Maybe a half an inch, maybe to 3/4 of an inch in a few spots. So before we're all finished up, further off towards the east, not looking to be as much, but some locally heavy downpours still cannot be ruled out. A lot of this will be scattered in nature, so some areas can see a lot of rain. Others, not so much at all. UV next forecast for today, even despite the storms, will still be at an 8. That's very high. A burn time is simply 15 minutes, so hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade necessary to avoid a bad sunburn. And yes, even despite the chances for showers and storms today. But otherwise, though, average high temperature 71 degrees, mid-80s today before we go below average for the next several days in the 60s. So here we go, rather consistent temperatures starting Saturday all the way through next Thursday. And dew points will be falling too after today, though. We'll be seeing dew points going from the lower 60s like they're expected today down to more of the comfortable territory starting Saturday and beyond. So your forecast for today, mid-80s scattered showers and thunderstorms. The north wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour. And for tonight, upper 40s, a few showers and becoming mostly cloudy. Northeast wind at about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, partly cloudy and windy out there, with that northeast wind getting up to around 30 miles per hour at times. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Dirt Road Acres. We're partly cloudy on Sunday with highs in the low 60s. Lower 60s again on Monday with a chance for a few showers and more rain showers on Tuesday. Highs in the low 60s as well.
The McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, plus your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. Enjoy yours today.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Approximately 50,000 kids, like Brooke, receive care at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center each year. You can help them by supporting the Summer Classic for Maine kids. This new tournament will help all kids receiving care at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center by raising funds to ensure that pediatric care is available today, tomorrow, and in the years ahead. Every dollar raised helps kids get back to the business of being kids. For more information about the event and how to donate, please visit northernlight.org/4kids.
This is Jeopardy!
Over 8,000 episodes.
Get ready for a 30-minute thrill ride.
43 Emmy Awards.
Competitive gameplay, high scores, and an exciting finish.
More than 500,000 clues.
Look at this. We got a game going.
$5 million winners.
Amy Schneider is now our Tournament of Champions winner.
2 hosts.
Let's play
Jeopardy!
1 Jeopardy!
Wow, what a great game.
This week at 7:30, only on ABC7.
The McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, plus your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. Enjoy yours today.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
The bipartisan deal to raise the debt ceiling is now heading to the president's desk. The Senate passed the measure just hours ago, a day after the bill won support in the House. ABC's Justin Finch is in Washington with more.
With only days to spare, the Biden-McCarthy debt ceiling deal cleared the Senate.
The yeas are 63, the nays are 36. The 60-vote threshold having been achieved, the bill is passed.
The upper chamber passing the compromise legislation after racing through a series of amendment votes and incoming fire from some senators on the right and left.
The people who negotiated this, I wouldn't let them buy me a car.
This debt ceiling agreement will cut programs for some of the most vulnerable people in America.
In a statement, President Biden thanked Senate leaders for quickly passing the bill and adding no one gets everything they want in a negotiation, and calling the bipartisan agreement a big win for our economy and the American people. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer hailing Democrats for pushing the package through Congress.
We did a very good job of taking the worst parts of the Republican plan that would have hurt so many families, and we took those worst parts off the table.
Senate Republicans winning guarantees the chamber will also consider future national security and defense spending increases, including aid for Ukraine.
We cannot neglect our fundamental obligation to address the nation's most pressing national security challenges.
The deal, brokered by the president and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, suspends the debt ceiling until January 2025, pulls back billions in COVID and IRS funding, and preserves programs including Social Security and veterans benefits. Congress managed to pass the deal before June 5th when Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned the U.S. could default and potentially trigger an economic crash. The president now set to sign the bill soon and address the nation tonight. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Well, meanwhile, it is the busiest day of the 2024 campaign season so far. Two Republican presidential candidates are hosting events in New Hampshire, and former President Donald Trump is making appearances in Iowa. Fox's Rich Edson takes a look at all of it from Clive, Iowa.
Former President Donald Trump is back in Iowa, arriving as Governor Ron DeSantis left to campaign in New Hampshire. DeSantis argues the next Republican president needs to serve 2 terms. If elected again, Trump would only have 1 left.
You do 1 term and they reverse it when they come in. You can't have it be reversed. We can't let the bureaucracy just wait us out. We got to make sure all these changes stick and so that they're permanent.
Trump offered his response.
If you have to rely on somebody that needs 8 years to fix it, then he's the wrong guy.
After an event in Rochester, New Hampshire, DeSantis shot back, asking why Trump didn't do it in his first 4 years. The growing Republican field is largely staying out of the Trump-DeSantis show.
They're polling at 1%, 2%. I don't know what they're doing.
Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy is focusing on China, criticizing Elon Musk for his visit there, tweeting, quote, "It's a real risk to the U.S. when the CCP turns our most prominent business leaders and celebrities, Tim Cook, Larry Fink, LeBron James, Elon Musk, into puppets to advance their agenda. That tilts the global scales of perception in China's favor." Others are focused on the general election.
I can only imagine that next fiscal year will be more. The American people cannot afford Joe Biden with an unlimited credit card and no one holding him accountable until after we defeat him in November of 2024.
Trump says he's going to spend a lot of nights here in Iowa. Unclear when he's returning. DeSantis says he'll come back to Iowa Saturday with several other Republican candidates at a fundraiser with Senator Joni Ernst. In Clive, Iowa, Rich Edson, Fox News.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, a local 7th grade student recently won a prize for his work that includes a family trip to Washington, D.C.
We'll hear all about his accomplishments and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
The first ever Mazda CX-50, purpose-built for the outdoors. With our most advanced driving technology for responsive, consistent performance on road and off that entices you to go further, more often.
Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
You may want to attend college,
but you have a full-time job and kids that need your full-time attention.
How can you possibly attend college?
You learn online at South University.
Earn your degree any hour, any day, from anywhere.
And the credit transfer policies also make it easier to return to college.
The convenience of taking classes where you want.
The flexibility of taking classes when you want.
So you can become who you want.
South University Online.
1-800-211-2082.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
Avian Haven is not only dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating injured birds, but also wounded turtles.
So if you are saving one snapper, you're really doing the work to save the species.
We'll have the slow and steady race to recovery story Monday on ABC 7 News at 6.
Local news weeknights at 6 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, June 2nd, 2023. It's also American Indian Citizenship Day.
It was on this day in 1924 that the Indian Citizenship Act by Congress granted citizenship to all Native Americans who were born in the U.S. An earlier census showed the estimated population of Native Americans was far more than the population of 10 territories. Yet 92% of the Native Americans were not legible citizens. This day celebrates the history, heritage, and culture of tribes across the country. All of them have their own traditions and beliefs, and this day celebrates their contributions to the nation's culture and enduring legacy. And there's quite a lot of bills going through Congress right now that are to support those things.
They're finally trying to make a few things right. Because things were not right,
Good way to put it.
We'll leave it at that, okay?
Good way to put it.
On this day in history, back in 1953, Queen Elizabeth was crowned. It was the first televised major international event in history. In 1966, the U.S. space probe Surveyor 1 landed on the moon and began transmitting detailed photographs from the lunar surface. First time we ever saw that. In 1981, the Japanese video arcade game Donkey Kong was released by Nintendo. I wasted a lot of money going to the convenience store and pumped the old quarters in
I wouldn't say that's a waste. It's fun.
No, it was good.
It brings you joy.
Part of my childhood,
Yes.
It's one of the originals, really cool
I would
video
have too.
games,
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, get yourself a cold Coke or something and just go to it.
Sounds like exactly what I'd want to be doing if I weren't here right now.
Yeah. And on a downer note, in 1997, Timothy McVeigh was convicted of murder in the 1995, I couldn't see the last number there, 1995 bombing of the Oklahoma City Federal Building that killed 168 people.
Crazy. It's often overshadowed, I feel like, these days with everything going on. Today's birthdays include comedian and game show host Wayne Braid, who's 51. Comedian Dana Carvey turned 68, and actor Justin Long is 48. Also, Olympic soccer player Abby Wembach is 43 years old.
Happy birthday to all of them.
Yeah.
As far as the weather is concerned, things are going to be cooling down the next couple of days, down into the, I think, low 60s tomorrow, mid 60s tomorrow. It's going to feel a lot different than it did yesterday.
I know. I think a lot of people are bummed out that we didn't get yesterday and today's weather over the weekend.
Right. Yeah. It's coming, though. It's coming. Summer is here.
We have plenty of time. Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Dirt Road Acres, your #1 dispensary providing outstanding customer service and award-winning knowledge at most affordable prices. All right, let's get things rolling out here this morning. We actually have advisories posted for the first time in a while. We have a small craft advisory posted for some of these areas here until Saturday at around 8 a.m. And then a gale warning takes over for some of these areas here until 6 p.m. as we head towards Saturday as well. Let's pull the map further off to the south and west. You can see some of these also lasting until 6 p.m. as we head towards your Saturday. So expiration times will vary depending on location. But otherwise, though, radar and satellite showing a few showers have developed last night early this morning. Even some thunderstorms, too. Look at the lightning tracker, though, showing we even had a few thunderstorms last night and this morning. We'll keep the chances for showers and thunderstorms going, especially later today, though, as we'll have a system moving in from the north going toward the south. It does not look like much, at least at this point, but we'll start to get a little bit active coming up later today. And it'll really start to cool us off coming up soon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon period. And notice what happens tonight. We lose the rain later on, and in fact, the clouds will start to break up later on overnight in parts of tomorrow morning. And now the weekend, at least for the most part, is looking rather dry. But we are going to be watching the wind as well. That'll get gusty at times, maybe getting up to 15 to 20 miles per hour sustained, and a few higher gusts that cannot be ruled out either. So the wind, we'll have to watch closely as well. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Scattered showers and thunderstorms arriving by the afternoon, temperatures in the 80s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Noah.
All right, in other news now, every year the Daughters of the American Revolution offer a competition for middle school students nationwide to write about American history.
This year's topic was Delegate to the Second Continental Congress. The winner of this year's writing competition was Maine's very own Jamison Lilly, a 7th grade student from Highview Christian Academy who wrote about the life of Thomas Jefferson and the contributions he made.
Declaration of Independence, a lot of people really, I mean, we learn about it in school and everything, but it's more important than a lot of people realize. It's the reason why we're an independent nation, and without it, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Jameson's reward for his winning essay features a cash prize and a family trip to Washington, D.C., where he will read his essay at a formal banquet. Congratulations to him.
That's an excellent way to be celebrated.
Yeah.
Good for him. Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have the latest with sports.
Don't go away.
Did you know that motorcyclists are 27 times more likely to die in a motor vehicle crash than passenger vehicle occupants? Motorcycles can be hard to see. We need to look twice to save a life. Let's watch for motorcycles and share the road. Please remember to leave extra room when following motorcycles, and to check in your rearview mirrors and blind spots, and to be extra careful when making left-hand turns. Remember, your actions can save lives. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety reminds you to look twice to save a life.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United. And build a tractor package customized for you.
Wood, composite, or PVC, with options that include the modern look of cable railing. Your perfect new deck begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Well, this week marks the end of all regular season games for spring sports. Tennis is already well into playoffs, and track states are coming up this Saturday. But with the playoff matchups recently finalized for baseball and softball, let's take a look at those brackets. Baseball first, starting with Class A. Edward Little will travel to Brewer for the 8-1 matchup. Hamden Academy and Messalonsky is your 5-4. Bangor and Oxford Hills the 7-2, and then Mount Ararat will play at Skowhegan, the 3. For Class B, MDI and Waterville will battle to see who gets to play top-seeded Old Town. Oceanside and Lawrence will go at it, and then Herman and Foxcroft in the prelims. Winner of that plays Coney. Ellsworth will host John Bapst. To Class C North now, Matanocook gets the winner of Piscataquis and Narraguagus. Dexter gets Fort Kent June 5th at 3 p.m. Central and Holton will play to see who plays Washington Academy. And then Bucksport will host the winner of Mount View and Orono. And in Class D baseball, Katahdin, the 1 seed, they'll play the winner of Stearns and Lee Academy. Wisdom and Machias will duke it out. Winner heads to Bangor Christian. Woodland will play the winner of Jonesport Beals and Fort Fairfield. And then Hodgdon gets the winner of Southern Aroostook and Madawaska. All right, time for some softball now. Edward Little will head to Oxford Hills, Brunswick at Brewer, Bangor at Messalonsky, and then Hamden Academy at Skowhegan. And then in Class B North for softball, we will have Presque Isle and Oceanside duking it out to see who gets unbeaten Nokomis. Old Town will host Ellsworth. Herman will host the winner of John Bapst and MDI. And then Lawrence will host Belfast for Class C North. In softball, Bucksport gets the winner of Sumner and Holton. MCI and Orono go at it. George Stevens and Panquist will play to see who gets to head to Matanocook. Then Narraguagus gets the winner of Central and Dexter. And in Class D, finally, Hodgdon gets the winner of Stearns and Katahdin. Woodland and Machias will duke it out. Jonesport, Beals, and Wisdom will play to see who heads to PVHS. And then Southern Aroostook will host Ashland. Let's stay on the diamond now. Maine baseball begins NCAA tournament play for the first time in 12 years on Friday. The America East champs are down in Coral Gables, Florida, preparing to take on the 9th-ranked team in the country in the University of Miami Friday night. The Hurricanes are the host team for the regional, and the Black Bears are the 4th seed in that region. So they're not exactly the favorites to win that round 1 game, but that doesn't mean anything to them, and they think playing with house money could prove to be an advantage.
We have nothing to lose. We're here to play. You know, like this is one thing we've established from day one is that every single game is as important as the last game. There's no pitch that's more important than the one that's coming up next. And I think that's one thing that these guys have embodied. You know, they played from the lead, you know, in the American East all year long, which is far harder than coming into a place where the expectations are extremely low. So every pitch by pitch, this is what they've done well, and I expect them to do the same thing.
First pitch in that one is scheduled for 7 p.m., but with some rain in the forecast, that could change. Let's head to the tennis courts now at Mount Desert Island. Top-seeded Trojans hosting 4-seed John Bapps Thursday in the B-North Regional Semis. Only 4 matches, MDI forfeited second signals, so the Trojans will start down 1-0. First doubles here, great battle between Jamison Weir and Finn Oldenburg at the net. Rocketing shots back and forth, but Weir's speed a little too much. That wins it. That wins the match, tied 1-1. Third singles now, Griffin Merrill against Treyan Nelson going at it. Nice block at the net by Nelson, but Merrill puts it over Nelson's head for the point. He'd go on to win that match. 2-1 Bapps. Second doubles now, served by Tassilo Wedding. Owen Kelly the return. Wedding keeps it in, but Bowden Allen with the perfect placement. They would win that match. Now we're all tied at 2. So the decisive first singles match, MDI's Westy Granholm forces Sam Pote off balance. His return is out, and that is match point. MDI wins it 3-2. They'll face Foxcroft in the regional championship.
I'm really looking forward to playing against their number 1. I like him. I really like to play against him. We had fun playing against each other last time, and I'm just excited for a good match.
Let's go to the Class A girls semifinal now. Second-seeded Brewer hosting number 3 Camden Hills. We're going to start with second singles here. Bella Tanis with a nice serve for Brewer, but a nice return from Eliza Nicholson. Point goes to the Windjammers. Second doubles now. Maddie Cody and Kate Bridges for Brewer. Nice work here from Bridges. She's going to get the point for the Witches on the return there in front. Nice play there. Let's go over to third singles now. Hattie Moss and Violet Damon. Moss here is going to rip a powerful forehand. That's way too much for Damon to handle. That point goes to the Jammers. So now we head back over to second doubles. This time it's going to be Maddie Cody with a powerful forehand in front. That gets through for the Witches, but the Windjammers were too much in that one. Here is first doubles, and here's Julia Russell. She's going to sneak in and fire this one past the Witches. Camden Hills wins 4-1. And they advance to the regional finals as well. Let's take a look at all the other tennis scores in the area there. Brunswick over Hamden Academy, 5-0 in the other A North girls semifinal. In the B North girls semifinal, Foxcroft beats Herman 3-2. The other B North girls semi was Fort Kent over Piscataquis, 5-0, and then Orono over MCI, 3-2. And that is all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
I'm 82 years old, and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
It's summer, and the savings are heating up at the Furniture Gallery. Sofas starting at $3.99. Recliners starting at $2.99. Queen mattresses also starting at $2.99. Ashley, FlexSteel, Nectar, Restonic, and Serta. If it's in stock, it's yours to take home today. So what are you waiting for? The Furniture Gallery Summer Savings Sale is huge. Special financing is available. Support our main family-owned business and save money. Your best value is always at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
I come down the road one day and we counted 23 trees down. A small compact tractor is plenty to do what you need to do.
From the beginning, he wanted John Deere.
I had nothing before. I was doing everything by hand, unloading shingles out of boats, stone and sand and wood chips. No, those days are over.
We are United, your local John Deere dealer.
Welcome back, everyone. A day camp in the Bucksport area is offering an empowering experience that will also have its fair amount of horsing around.
Devin Dagnall takes us there.
Coastal Dreams Rescue and Sanctuary will be hosting its first day camp from June 19th through the 23rd. The founder and director of the farm, Alicia Krudaleski, says kids ranging from 5 to 13 are invited to come and try their hand at farm life. Camp activities range from in-hand and showmanship work with horses and ponies to collecting eggs from the chicken coop.
At camp, we have a flock of birds, we have 2 goats, 2 mini pigs, and then we have a herd of 9 rescue horses. 2 being our ponies, who are kind of the feature.
Krudaleski says the camp is about more than just a day out at the farm. It's about empowering these kids. Thank you.
You know, the way the world can be sometimes is huge for kids to have that sense of empowerment.
Krudaleski's background is in social work, so she says her biggest goal is to have all of her campers leave feeling more confident in themselves while also learning a thing or two about farm animals in the process. If you're interested, it's better to reach out sooner rather than later. The camp's first run will be limited to a total of only 10 campers.
We also keep our camp smaller so they get the one-on-one experience and they have a chance to really get the maximum exposure to all the animals here.
To learn more, reach out to the Coastal Dreams team on Facebook at Coastal Dreams Rescue and Sanctuary, or check out the link on our website, foxbangor.com. In Bucksport, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Looks like Devin had some fun yesterday, too.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Good day.
All right, and it was quite hot yesterday, so that heat might have got to him. I hope he hydrated. And today's going to be pretty hot, too. So let's check in with Devin Biggs about our forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Dirt Road Acres, your #1 dispensary providing outstanding customer service and award-winning knowledge at most affordable prices. Alrighty, we have some alerts to talk about this morning. Gale warnings posted that last through 6 p.m. Saturday. I think it'll replace the small craft advisory that's in effect, at least at this point. But the small craft advisory is also lasting for a few spots until 6 p.m. So you might see some of these advisory times different depending on location. But otherwise, wave heights are calm for now, and the key word is for now, only at around 2 feet according to the buoys out there. Expect that to increase with showers and thunderstorms moving in, and gusty winds that will begin to pick up as well. For now, we're watching a few showers and storms that developed last night and early this morning. There's one cell right about in here that brought some lighting with it last night. Now we're starting to calm down in that department, though, but more scattered showers and thunderstorms will be on the way, especially later this afternoon as we get our system here from the north that'll begin to track from the north going toward the south. In fact, it's this part right here that'll move from north to south here, and that'll give us the chances for scattered showers and storms and a cool down on the way coming up soon as well. So futurecast moving forward for today, scattered showers and storms arriving during the afternoon period. Notice by around 7 to 8 p.m. most of it will move out of here. Maybe a few leftover showers. Some clouds though as we head towards early Saturday morning, and then we start to clear out of here. I'm going with partly cloudy Saturday, but we look dry for Saturday and also the same for Sunday. So some good news though, the weekend does look dry, but some chances for rain do look to return as we head towards next week. So let's talk about the rain just for today, though. Maybe a half an inch, maybe to 3/4 of an inch in a few spots, so before we're all finished up. Further off towards the east, not looking to be as much, but some locally heavy downpours still cannot be ruled out. A lot of this will be scattered in nature, so some areas can see a lot of rain. Others, not so much at all. UV next forecast for today, even despite the storms, will still be at an 8. That's very high. A burn time is simply 15 minutes, so hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade necessary to avoid a bad sunburn. And yes, even despite the chances for showers and storms today. But otherwise, though, average high temperature 71 degrees, mid-80s today before we go below average for the next several days, and the 60s. So here we go, rather consistent temperatures starting Saturday all the way through next Thursday. And dew points will be falling too after today, though. We'll be seeing dew points going from the lower 60s like they're expected today down to more of the comfortable territory starting Saturday and beyond. So your forecast for today, mid-80s scattered showers and thunderstorms. The north wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour. And for tonight, upper 40s, a few showers and becoming mostly cloudy. Northeast wind at about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, partly cloudy and windy out there, with that northeast wind getting up to around 30 miles per hour at times. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Dirt Road Acres. We're partly cloudy on Sunday with highs in the low 60s, lower 60s again on Monday with a chance for a few showers, and more rain showers on Tuesday, highs in the low 60s as well.
Salita's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Wow, with fuel prices quickly rising and no end in sight, isn't it time to give Black's Heat Pumps a call? Did you know heat pumps could save you up to 50% on your heating bill? Our experts can handle all your commercial and residential work and provide you with quality installation, repair, and maintenance. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Our #1 priority is to save you money and keep you comfortable all year long. Get the service you deserve. Find us at blacksheatpumps.com and on Facebook.
Planning to dig in your yard with power tools? Call DigSafe first. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig. Utility crews will come out and mark where your gas, power, and cable lines are buried. Keep yourself and your neighborhood safe. It's the law.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
I got you! You're going down so hard right now. Y'all the one busted out laughing.
Judge Steve Harvey. New episodes return June 14th on ABC.
Donut chains are making the first Friday of June a whole lot sweeter with deals for National Donut Day. I got a free one this morning. Krispy Kreme is letting customers grab any donut of their choice for free. No purchase is necessary. We don't have one of those in the area, though. I think the closest one is Southern Maine.
Not even there anymore.
Nope. Oh, really?
Yeah, they got rid of the one in Saco.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't matter. But Dunkin', I got one for free at Dunkin' today. Dunkin'
We got lots of those.
Right. Dunkin' is giving away a free classic donut to customers who purchase any beverage while supplies last. They were quite busy this morning at 4 a.m., so maybe be a little patient if you got to go through that line this morning. You can also swing by your local donut shop to see if how they're celebrating National Donut Day. But don't go into Goslin's or Frank's to being too demanding. Okay, This seems like they may get overrun with people.
Yeah.
So
Goslin's
be
and
nice.
Frank's, that's the good stuff too.
Love both of them.
Both of them. All right, well, the training that goes into becoming an investigator within the fire marshal's office can be weeks to months long. So when a team like this one graduates, it's a pretty special moment. Take a look at this. Fire investigator Andrew Whitney and his canine Cheeto recently graduated from a 4-week-long arson dog training program. This program that was sponsored by State Farm took advantage of Cheeto's keen smelling and trained the 2-year-old to track down the source of suspicious fires. Cheeto will be formally introduced next Tuesday, but we just wanted to take a moment to celebrate him this morning.
Good boy.
Congratulations to Cheeto.
That's a great name.
Yeah, I love the name for a doggy.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
He looks like a happy dog. His handlers look happy too.
Yeah.
Very
cool. They do an important job too.
100%. All right, if you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com.
We'll keep on broadcasting on Fox 22. Hope you have a great day.